Course link is provided in the description. Hello and welcome to this course, that is GraphQL with Spring Boot. Let me drive you to the topics that you will learn from this course. This course is all about GraphQL, so very first thing we will see is what is GraphQL. You may be aware of REST API, so the next thing we will see is difference between GraphQL and REST API. In REST API, we are getting fixed response, while in the case of GraphQL, we have flexibility that which fields we want in the response. After that, we will see what is GraphQL query, mutation, and schema. We will also see what is the role of each of these three. Project Lombok is very popular among the Java developers to avoid the boilerplate code in the Java applications. This course covers how to use Project Lombok with Spring Boot. After that, we will jump to our Spring Boot application and we will see how to use GraphQL with Spring Boot. We will see how to create GraphQL query and mutation in Spring Boot application, and to fetch the data, we will use Spring Data JPA. The next thing is GraphQL Resolver. In this course, you will learn what is GraphQL Resolver and its implementation with Spring Boot application. The next thing is GraphQL Edge. In this course, you will learn what is GraphQL Edge and its implementation along with GraphQL Resolver. Now, let me quickly show you the GraphQL application that you will be able to create after finishing the course. So here is our GraphQL query. We are getting the student details by student ID. We are providing student ID 1, and in the response we are asking for two fields, first name and last name. Let's execute this GraphQL query. So we are getting the two fields in the response. Now say for example, we want other fields as well. So like say for example email. So we are getting email as well. You can compare this GraphQL query with SQL select query. In SQL, we write select query and we provide the column names, and those columns only appear in the result set. So same applies for GraphQL query as well. Whatever you are asking, that is appearing in the response. So that is basically whatever is requested, those only getting served in the response. So this is basically on demand. You are populating the fields in the format of JSON to your consumers. In REST APIs, you are populating the complete response, while in GraphQL, your consumers have flexibility that which fields they want in the response, and only those fields you are populating in the response in the format of JSON. So basically, using GraphQL, you are avoiding overfetching and underfetching of the data. Now say for example, you want to get the subjects that a particular student is learning. So what are the subjects that a student is learning? Say we want to have all the subjects in the response, and subject name we want just in the response. So let's execute this GraphQL query. See, we are getting the subject name. This student is learning two subjects. Say for example, we want to have marks as well. Execute the query. Now we are getting the second field as well. So this student is learning two subjects, and that's why we are getting two subjects in the list. So this is basically the list. Now say for example, there is one professor who is teaching Java, and that professor is just interested into the Java subject for a particular student. So we can have filter like give me the subject if student is learning Java. Now we are getting just Java. If we want all, we can get all as well. So this is possible by using GraphQL Resolver and GraphQL Edge. So all things you are going to learn in this course. Don't get confused that this is very complex. No, we are going to cover all these things in step-by-step manner. We will start with very basic things, and then we will jump to GraphQL Resolver and Edge to achieve all these things. At end of the course, you will be able to create this kind of GraphQL queries with Spring Boot. Now let's talk about some prerequisites that you need to have before taking this course. So the first is you need to have basic knowledge of Java and any build tool like Apache Maven or Gradle. The second thing is you need to have basic knowledge of Spring Boot and Spring Data JPA. In this course, we are going to use Spring Data JPA to fetch the data from our MySQL database. What are you waiting for? There is a 30-day money-back guarantee with this course. For more information, please check out the preview videos and course description. We'll see you in the course. Till then, happy learning and happy coding!